These two guys are no stranger to Fox 4, and they're back to give us a rundown on last week's action. Mike and Cody, what's going on?
How you doing, man?
All right, good. I'm glad you left the boxing glove and everything back at the training camp. I remember the last time you guys on the show, you were showing me the 1-2 punch. But you just had a 1-2 punch this past weekend, and you knocked somebody out.
Well, we did really well. We didn't win by KO like we did, the last time we were on the show. We got a unanimous decision victory, meaning I won every round on all the judges and all the judges' opinions, and it was a title defense. So my belt was on the line, and we did really well. Came away with the victory that night, and now we're just getting tuned up for the next one.
That was down at Delta Downs, is that right?
Yes.
Great facility to have a
awesome.
fight. I know it's not the first time you guys have been there.
Yeah, it was great. XFA was a really good show. They treated us good. Delta Downs treated us good. It was a good venue.
All right. So as far as I'm looking at your ear there, a little mishap on the ear.
Well, it was something. It was a little bit of a nuisance that I was dealing with leading up to the fight, but it was an injury that I had to put off and wait until after the fight to actually get it taken care of. I was having to, kind of do my own thing with it, keep it down the best I could. As soon as the fight was over that Monday, Dr. Roebuck and the guys at Ear, Nose, and Throat took care of me. They did a fantastic job, really did a good job, and made it to where I can get back to training as soon as possible.
I don't understand how you guys do this. And Mike, you've been training with Cody for a number of years. To take after a fight, we're taking some of the video here. There's a lot of hard-hitting action going on, and you've got to walk around with your ear a little bit tweaked, and sometimes you get a little color under your eye. That's just a part of the game, though, isn't it?
Yeah, well, you gotta break a couple of eggs to make an omelet, and
I like that. Okay.
It's tough. It's tough on your body. You see here. I mean, there's all kinds of contact. I mean, it's gonna leave your body sore for a couple of days, but it's my profession, and it's what we're doing. So I got to get ready for the next one.
I saw a move coming up. I think that you were on this guy's back. I think he stands up here, if I'm not mistaken. Now watch this. Does he just drop his knees and base?
Yeah, and this actually had my shoulder pretty sore for a couple of days.
Right there, boom.
You feel that stuff coming. You have to anticipate it. You just kind of tighten up.
Where was this guy from?
He was a boxer out of Houston, Texas. Very tough opponent. He's never been knocked out. He's got some tough fights under his belt, so I knew it was going to be a good challenge going in.
That must have hurt too. You look like you landed on your elbow, kind of.
Yeah, I was trying to. That was the last 10 seconds of that round,
okay.
and I was trying to time it to come off to the side and land a little something going into round 2, and it was it was such a fun fight to get out there and can be controlled and go all 3 rounds. It was really fun to get to. Execute some of the things I've been practicing at the gym.
All right, I tell you what, we're going to have more about that fight, and we're also going to talk about the ways that kids can get involved this summer and stay in shape and learn some moves.
Learn some moves.
That's all coming up after the break. Stay with us. We are back with 2 guys that, quite honestly, could probably whip my butt right here on the set. But hopefully today we don't do that.
Nah.
But actually, we had one of your fighters on there, Tony Stoffel, that one day put me in a naked chicken headlock or whatever it's called. What do you remember the move?
Rear naked choke.
Rear naked choke, and just about put me out. I'm serious. I got up and I was seeing white spots everywhere. Anyway, coming off of win last weekend in Delta Downs and got him a win. Now, what's next for you as far as fighting?
What we have next is June 21st down in Far, Texas, near Harlingen in that area, McAllen. Myself and Ryan Spann are going to fight, both professional fighters going down there, and going to make the trip, going to go down there and do what we do best, bring back a W to Beaumont.
I love it. Excuse me, Mike, you're solely responsible for getting these guys in shape, and tell us a little bit about what goes involved in training a fighter like Cody.
Well, we think, the main thing we do is get together, we plot out a plan and on different things that we need to work on and work on their strength and weaknesses on wrestling and kickboxing, no-gi grappling, sit down and put a game plan together, and then we get in there and do it for, 8 weeks and then stay, like I said, early and then way into the hours and keep on going, wake up, eat, rehydrate and start over again.
And this is a great way to get kids in shape. We were talking a little bit about it before we came on. If you got kids at home that, get them off the couch, bring them to the gym and get them working out. This stuff gets you in shape, and I think it builds self-esteem just personally. I think it would kind of make you feel a lot confident about yourself.
Exactly. Well, a lot of people don't realize we're Texas Karate Academy for the kids, 4 years old and up. and then the MMA side is American Top Team Beaumont, and that's the the MMA side with adults and stuff like that.
Okay.
So.
Well, the information's on your screen. Call that number and definitely inquire about a variety of classes they have at the Texas Karate Academy. I think it's a great sport. We love following your career and all your fights, and of course you have somebody else here that's going to was it Ryan
Span
that's got one coming up as well. And
yeah, and he's such a phenomenal athlete locally, and he's the stars are the limit for this kid, and I can't wait to. He gets a little more exposure and starts getting out there. It's going to be great to see the things that he can do in this sport, in conjunction. And we are at that same address, guys. UFC Saturday going to have a viewing party. Nice. Links, drinks. Stop by 7310 Highway 105. All the funds are going to go towards our training expenses and travel expenses because it's a good little ways down there to South Texas.
You got any sponsors you want to give a shout out?
I definitely check my fan page, Cody Williams MMA fan page on Facebook. My full sponsor team is there. One individual sponsor I want to give a shout out is a National Pump and Compressor. Those guys do so much for me to where I can train on a daily basis, and to where I can pursue this dream. And not only that, but I just saw, after the disaster in Oklahoma, they were quick to respond, got some donations and stuff going. So it's great to do business with a local company like that's involved.
We ought to get him to look like a NASCAR driver and get his outfit all patches on there.
Whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes. All right.
I need a mustache.
We got more Southeast Texas Live coming to the break. If I can get these guys out, don't beat me up.